Hello, this is Praveen from Topper's World, and today I'm going to discuss with you. I'll speaking part three questions, bit difficult, and many times students don't have ideas for such kind of questions. So the part three and the topic is online retail businesses. Online retail businesses, and the question is, do you agree that the prices of all goods should be lower on internet shopping sites than in shops? In simple, our local language in Hindi, we can say that क्या जो सामान ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग साइट्स जैसे अमेजोन फ्लिपकार्ट वगैरह में बिकता है उसकी कॉस्ट कम होनी चाहिए आम दुकानों पर बिकने वाले सामान से. So, in my opinion, what I think that yes, of course, the cost of products that are being sold on online shopping sites should be lesser. Why? Because the cost of running online sites is much lesser than the cost of running normal shops. In normal shops, there are employees. They have electricity expenses, various kind of expenses, so they cannot afford to sell products at lesser rates. On the other hand, in online shoppings, there are a number of costs that get reduced. They need not to advertise, they need not to hire more staff over there. So I think that the online products that are sold, that should be lesser in cost as compared to normal shops. Next question is, will large shopping malls continue to be popular despite the growth of internet shopping? Yes, internet shopping is getting very popular. So will large shopping malls continue to be popular? जो बड़े बड़े मॉल हैं वहाँ पे उनकी पॉपुलैरिटी बनी रहेगी. उनको कोई खतरा तो नहीं है. दे डू नॉट फेस एनी काइंड ऑफ चैलेंजेस फ्रॉम इंटरनेट शॉपिंग. So we can say that yes, of course, big malls may in the future face problems as online shopping is getting very much popular. So there might be chances that few customers go to malls as the serious health issues like pandemic is going on, COVID-19 is going on. So chances are that people will avoid social contact with each other. So they more like to do shopping online as they want to stay healthy, avoid diseases, and many people don't have time. So this can be one answer, and other answer can be like that. I don't think so. Malls will remain popular places for shopping because malls provide many services there. There are food courts, there are PVRs, theaters, and entertainment facilities there. So people love to go to malls for a change, for just like a feeling of picnic, and malls make also shopping quite interesting and enjoyable. So दोनों answers में आप कोई भी, you can choose any answer for your comfort. Do you think that some businesses will only operate online in future? क्या कुछ कारोबार सिर्फ ऑनलाइन में ही रह जाएंगे? Yes, I do feel so because businesses like air ticketing, railway ticketing, businesses like insurance, health insurance, medical insurance, or there might be more online education available in future, like certain kind of language courses, computer courses, or some skills that can be better taught, like stock marketing or coding, decoding. So such kind of things or products I think will only be available on online to the people. Okay. Next part is related to difficult jobs. Okay. And the first question is, what are the most difficult jobs that people do? What are the most difficult jobs that people do? So you can say there are a number of jobs which are very difficult to do, like as army job, the soldiers who protect our borders. They have to remain in their job in standing position. Sometimes they perform duties at very high altitudes. The jobs are like as a coastal guard, the job of traffic police, pilot, fighter pilots. They are very difficult jobs because in such jobs there are a lot of risks, and as these jobs require a lot of physical work. So of course these jobs are quite difficult. Even you can also say that job of a surgeon, a doctor, is also very difficult. A surgeon cannot afford to have a slightest carelessness while performing surgeries. So he has to be very focused and attentive. Why do you think some people choose to do difficult jobs? Why do some people choose to do difficult jobs? There could be a number of reasons. The first one is many people do not have choices. The only jobs that are available to them they have to do, whether they are easy or difficult, that is not a concern. The jobs like cleaning, scavenging, or job like surgeons, or some people also want to do jobs, difficult jobs, because they want to prove themselves. And some cases the difficult jobs also carry a lot of salaries, huge money, that motivate people to opt for difficult jobs. Do you agree or disagree that all jobs are difficult sometimes? Yes, of course, there is no doubt. Sometimes even easy looking jobs become very difficult. For example, most of the people consider that cooking is easy. But sometimes when you have lots of guests at home, and all of a sudden our mothers or wives or sisters or even we have to involve, and we face a lot of hardships, how to cook different varieties of food, large quantity of food for them. And similarly in teaching, there are many situations come when even the teaching becomes very difficult. Complicated topics are there, a lot of research work is to be done, and a lot of study is required. So there are situations when simple looking jobs become difficult. Personal and career success, how important is it for everyone to have a goal in their personal life? Yeah, what is the importance of having a goal in a personal life? The goals are very important, because if you don't have a goal in life, then you don't know what to achieve, how to achieve, where to go. Is it happens Does it happen to anybody, like sitting in the bus and the conductor comes and asks you for the ticket, and asks you where you want to go, and you say, I don't know, you can take me anywhere you like? So it doesn't happen in life. Life without a goal is just like a letter without address, or a ship without captain, meaningless, directionless. Goals give us motivation, goal gives us aspirations, goal gives us a target to achieve and prosper in life, develop in life. So goals are very important in life. Is it always necessary to work hard in order to achieve career success? Is it always necessary to work hard? No, it is not always necessary. If you do work in a planned manner, in a regular manner, in a systematic way, you first study properly, and you do not waste your time. I don't say that one need to do a lot of hard work, but a reasonable level of work is sufficient in order to get success. There are many jobs, there are many professions where you need to do a lot of hard work, but still there are many where if you have your personal interest, like if you are doing painting, if you are a painter or a photographer, you have a hobby of like that, you need not to do hard work over there. You just do smart work, or you just do the work by interest as a hobby, and you will enjoy. So it's not always necessary that one needs to do rigorous work. Do you think that successful people are always happy people? Success makes people happy, but not always. There are many other factors that also contribute to happiness, like as family love, your income level, your physical health, and the kind of motivation you have, your targets, your role models. All these factors contribute to make a people happy. Success can be one factor, but it cannot be the only factor for happiness. The next is creating a nice home. The first question is, why do some people buy lots of things for their home? लोग अपने घरों के लिए काफ़ी सामान आजकल क्यों खरीदते हैं? तो why do some people buy lots of things for their home? So there could be a number of reasons. The first is they have a lot of interest in decorating their houses. They are very possessive. They love to buy the things and show their status in this way. They have a lot of money, lot of time for shopping, and they feel a kind of satisfaction when they buy a lot of things. So some people, yes, of course, they love to buy a lot of things in order to satisfy themselves. Do you think it is very expensive to make a home look nice? Is it very expensive to, to make a house look nice? No, I don't think so. We can decorate our house with our brilliant ideas and creative ideas, like we can use waste items lying in the house, some clothes, bottles, or any kind of thing. And in these days, there are lots of creative people on YouTube which will tell you that how you can make decorative things from the waste. So I don't think that one needs to have a lot of money to make their house beautiful. Why don't some people care about how their home looks? कुछ लोग अपने घरों का ध्यान क्यों नहीं रखते कि वो कैसे दिखते हैं? वो इस बात की परवाह भी नहीं करते कि उनके हाउसेस कैसे दिखाई देते हैं. तो why don't some people care? So I think some people are very lazy or careless, or some people have their other objectives in their lives. For example, one who wants to become a scientist or doctor, they have to study or read hard, and they ignore these things because these things are not their priorities. Some people want to make their home beautiful, but they don't have money, they don't have time, and some are totally negligent, careless about these things, so they don't pay attention. Different types of home. In what ways is living in a flat better than living in a house? So there are a few ways in which we can tell that living in a flat is more advantageous. For example, the people who live in a flat, they do not bother about security measures, because the flats are in the big building and there are security guards, CCTV cameras are there, other security measures are there. In flats, generally people, neighbors do not disturb each other, they just mind their own businesses. Sometimes most of the people that live in flats, they take the flats on rent. They live in big cities and they cannot afford to buy their own houses over there, so flats on rent can be a great option rather than building their own houses. Own houses are very expensive, especially in big cities. It requires a lot of investment, so people just prefer or decide to live in the flats over there. Next question is, do you think homes will look different in the future? Yes, I think in future the homes will be different from the present time. If we see our present time houses, they are very much different from the past time. The houses that were built 20-30 years ago, they were different than the nowadays houses. And the change is the law of nature. Things kept changing, people's ideas, creativity, and needs and requirements keep on changing. Maybe in the future, people live in vertical buildings, having lots of houses in the same building, as there is a shortage of space. So people may live in smaller houses, and the houses will be in the same building, like flats and apartments. And maybe the possibility is that the future houses more maybe more energy saving and cost effective. Next is, do you agree that the kinds of homes people prefer change as they get older? The question is, do you agree that the kinds of homes people prefer, people's preferences regarding their homes, change as they get older? Yes, of course. I have seen, like, as the people get older and live a retired life, they want a garden in their house where they can spend time with plants, or the place where they can do some walk. So smaller houses are not their preferences or choices. And in sometimes people who live already in big houses, they want smaller houses because they find that in old age it's very difficult for them to maintain, clean, dusting is, these are the hard jobs for them to do, so they want smaller houses. So it all depends upon what kind of houses they lived in their in a young age, and the taste changes in old age. And some people just love to do in the same houses that they lived in youthful days. So different kind of people, old age people, have different kind of choices over here. Thank you.